Hello, everyone. Today we're going to go over sign language, specifically American Sign Language, also known as ASL. I think we can go to the next slide.
So what is sign language? Sign language is a type of language which allows people to communicate by using hand signals, body language, and facial expression.
So why do we need to learn sign language? Well, learning sign language is like acquiring a superpower. It allows you to communicate with anyone, even if you speak different, like oral languages. You use actions and feelings to get your message across. And also you can use it to communicate with people who are deaf. And learning sign language improves your facial expression recognition and your understanding of the body language displayed by not just others, but also yourself. So overall, learning sign language will improve your communication skills.
Okay. So first, we need to learn sign language alphabet from A to Z. So this is A. A. B. So you put your thumb in the center of your palm, B. C. C. D. D. E. E. F. F. And G. So basically you just point directly onto your left side. G.
All right. So next is H, which is just sticking out two fingers. H. I is just your pinky finger. J, you want to take your pinky finger and draw a J shape or the alphabet J. K is just you make a peace sign and you have your thumb in between the peace sign, so K. L is just your thumb and index finger. M, you want to have your thumb in between your pinky finger and your ring finger, so M. N, you have your thumb in between your middle finger and your ring finger, so N. Yeah.
Next, O. O. P, it's similar to K. P. Q. So your thumb is right behind your index finger, Q. R, basically you just cross your finger, R. S. S. T, basically you put your thumb right under your index finger, T. U, this is U.
Okay, so next is V, which is just a peace sign. W, which is just the number 3. X, you just want to bend your pointer finger, your index finger slightly. So X. Y, which is just, the top shape of a Y. And Z, you just want to use your index finger to draw Z.
So let's start from the beginning. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So next, we are going to learn some basic ASL phrases.
So first would be probably the most basic one, the basic greeting, which is hello. So to say hello, you will start here, and you will move your palm to the right. Now, alternatively, this is how you would formally say it, but alternatively, you could just wave. I'm pretty sure you would still get your message across. And another common greeting is "What's up?" So with your hands in the middle like this, you put your middle finger in, and then you twitch it like this. So like this. All right.
Okay, so there is three common greetings: good morning, afternoon, and good night. So all of them use the word good. So I'll be teaching what the word good is. So you want to have your dominant hand and put it on your chin and bring it forward to your non-dominant hand. Good. And then morning, basically all these hand signs somewhat represent the state of the sun during the day. So in the morning, the sun rises. So you want to take your dominant hand or your dominant arm in this case, and have your non-dominant hand placed at your dominant elbow. I don't know if that's your dominant arm's elbow. So this is morning because the sun is rising. Morning. So putting it all together will be good morning. So next is afternoon. So you know how afternoon, like after 12, is when the sun begins to set or like it begins to go down. So you have your non-dominant hand and you put it under your dominant arm's elbow and then go down. So afternoon. Afternoon. So putting it together will be good afternoon. And then good night is when the sun's already, it's already like set, has already set. So it's just good. This is night, night. You have your dominant hand going onto your non-dominant hand. So putting it together would be good night. Yeah.
So some phrases for introduction. The first one is my name is. So my, basically you just take your index finger, dominant index finger, and you point it to yourself. So my name. So basically you tap twice. Make sure your dominant finger is on top your left hand. Name. And then you finger spell your name. So in that case, my name is ELYNA. ELYNA. My name is Alina. So the second phrase is nice to meet you. So nice, you slide your dominant hand on your left palm. So you slide it over. Nice. So this is nice. Nice. Meet you. You basically put your index finger, dominant index finger to near to your chest. Then you take your left index finger. So meet you, you bring it forward. You bring your dominant index finger forward. So meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So there are some basic questions to ask. So what's your name? Your is like this. So basically your dominant hand, you bring it forward. Your name, what? So this is what. So your name, what? The next question that we are going to learn is where are you from? where are you from? So you just point to the person that you're talking to. You, from. So you take your index finger, dominant hand. So you pull it away, pull it to your right side. From, where. So this is where. So make sure you show your face expression as well. So you, from where. The last question that we are going to learn is how are you? How are you? So basically you put your left hand and your right hand together like this, together, and then you move out your dominant hand. How are you? How are you? How are you? So basically you need to learn how to answer all the basic questions that we've learned.
So, for example, we've learned the question, where are you from? So to answer, you would say, I'm from, and then you spell out the place that you're from. So we are from Malaysia, so you would say, so if you're from Malaysia, you would say, I'm from, and then spell out Malaysia, which is MALAYSIA, Malaysia. And another question is, how are you? So hopefully you're fine. So hopefully most of the time when you're asked, how are you, you would be responding with, I'm fine. So you put your hand like this on from your chest. You just tap it twice to indicate that you're fine.
So some phrases to show good manners is very simple. So the first one is please. So you take your dominant hand, put it on your chest, and you turn it around. Please. Please. Next one is thank you. So you take your dominant hand, put it on your chin, and move it forward. Thank you. Thank you. Next is excuse me. So you take your left hand, turn it around like this. Then you take your dominant hand, you slide it forward. Slide it forward. So excuse me. Excuse me.
So if you want to apologize for something you did, you would say sorry. So to do that, you put your right arm in the middle of your chest like this, move it down like this. And to say you're welcome, after someone says thank you, you basically do the same thing that you would do if you're saying thank you. From your hand to your chin, you move it forward. And another one, which you would say when you want to politely tell people around you to keep quiet, is this. So you put your hands up, and you move them down like this.
All right, so at the end of the conversation, you want to obviously say your goodbyes. So bye is just the same, it's just the wave of your hand. It's just waving your hand. It's the same as hello. And see you later, you want to take two fingers, put them here, and then you put them into an L. So the important signals is a two, like a peace sign, and yeah. So see you later. And take care, which is, yeah, take care. You make the hand signal for and you tap it twice with your dominant hand on top of your non-dominant hand. So take care. So there is, believe it or not, the one that the sign language that we just taught you, ASL, is not the only sign language in the world. Similar to how there are different dialects in English, there's also different sign languages around the world. This can be applied to not only English, it also applies to like different languages. So the sign language for the American Sign Language may be different from the sign language used by people who speak Chinese, for example. And even people, it differs in dialects of English, like I said just now. So people, the American Sign Language is different from the sign language used by the British, the Australians, and the New Zealand. People in New Zealand. So as you can see, the American Sign Language uses only one hand to spell its alphabet, while the British, Australian, and New Zealand Sign Language uses two hands to form the alphabet, to spell its alphabet. But despite these minor differences, they're still quite similar. So there shouldn't be any problem in terms of communication, and you can still rely on body language and facial expressions to communicate.
So I can give you a few tips go on. So we have a few tips for you when you are practicing sign language. So the first tip is you should keep a consistent speed when you're spelling out a word. You do this to avoid confusion, and this will allow yourself to be better understood by the people that you are communicating with. Now, another thing you should be doing is keeping your hand in a constant position while spelling a word. Additionally, if there are repeating letters in a word you're trying to spell, like for example, in the word acceleration, at the beginning there's two C's there, you should bounce your hand while spelling it out to indicate that the letter is repeating. So C and C. And finally, if you're having trouble remembering the sign for a letter or a word, you should try to come up with a creative hand gesture that will still get your message across.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.